So to get that perfect barbecue, you use wood. Are you sure it's safe? Whatever. We put the lighter fluid on, strike the match, and... Oh! Should we call the fire department? That might be a good idea.
Welcome to the Barbecue Central Show, the show where we talk about all things that are important in the world of barbecue. From big-name interviews with competitors on the barbecue circuit, grill manufacturers and pit makers, to advice on cooking brisket and ribs. You'll find it all right here on the Barbecue Central Show. Your host, Greg Rempe, is a backyard barbecue and grilling fanatic and loves to talk about his passion, which many of us share together. You can learn more about barbecue and grilling by visiting the website, thebbqcentral.com. Now, let's get in the smoke. Here's your program host, Greg Rempe.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Barbecue Central Show. The show that talks about all things important in the world of barbecue and grilling. 7 minutes late, I apologize. Fresh in from the great city of Mentor, Ohio, place of employment. Very short opening segment. Let me tell you what's happening here tonight. First, if you want to get in contact with the show, 877-448-0433, or you can email the show, Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com, 877-448-0433, Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com. Here's what's happening coming up here in just a few minutes. Brad Barrett from grillgrate.com. We're going to be talking about his very cool product and why you should be getting your hands on that. Segment after that, Scott Roberts, longtime contributor to the show, is going to be talking about sauces and rubs that he thought were the best of 2010. And then, of course, we have the 4-segment free-for-all, and then checking in for the second hour, Fred Bernardo, longtime sponsor of the show, Fred's Music and BBQ.com, and then the Wizard of Woz, KCBS Team of the Year, newly crowned, 2010, by the way. Mike Wozniak from QOW is going to be talking barbecue, taking the title, all that great stuff, and that's what you have lined up for tonight. As I said, abbreviated. Intro to the show tonight. Don't forget, friends, Yoder Smoky Mountain Barbecue. You can find them online. You can find them at SeriousBBQs.com. Also, head on over to that website and check them out for they have some great opt-ins. Opt into their contest. All that great stuff. Laverne Gingrich, happy to help you out. Also, I have a link on my Facebook page over to them. So go ahead, friend them up, pump up that Facebook page, and get into some of his opt-in mailing lists. Lots of great barbecue secret techniques and tips, all provided by the good folks over at Yoder's Smoky Mountain Barbecue. And again, their website online for their pig smokers and cookers, all handcrafted in the Amish country of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, is SeriousBBQs.com. Brad Barrett, when we return, stand by.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Radio Show.
Barbecue fans travel from all over the country and the world to learn the secrets of real pit barbecue from Grand Champion Pitmaster Conrad Haskins. Now take your skills to the next level with a Barbecue Institute Pitmaster class. You'll learn how to make sauces, rubs, and smoke mouth-watering barbecue every time you cook. Your new skills will impress friends and family. Internet forums, blogs, and Facebook are full of success stories from our graduates. Upcoming classes locations include Rock City Rib Fest, Rochester, New York, Lexington, Massachusetts, Lang Factory Test Kitchen in Georgia, Fort Worth, Texas, Fredericksburg, Texas, Houston, Texas, Monroe, Washington, and Kennewick, Washington. For more information, class dates, and contests we'll be competing in, visit www.bbqclass.com. That's bbqclass.com.
Broadcasting live from the Barbecue Central Radio Network studios in Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to the Barbecue Central Radio Show. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
Welcome back, Barbecue Central Radio Show. This portion brought to you by Darren Hearn and the good folks over at D-Dog's Barbecue Rub, now offering, or I guess continuing to offer, free shipping on all orders going through ddogsbbq.com. Also offering those 2 new products, if you haven't tried them out yet, a Texas-style barbecue sauce and a jalapeno rib glaze, and you can buy 50 tons, and Darren will pay for the shipping, because that's what free shipping means, folks. And did I mention the free shipping? Because I just said that. Go order some today. You'll be glad you did. DDogsBBQ.com is the website. And as we all know by now, D-Dogs barbecue rubs and sauces are better than ketchup. All right, as promised, joining me now is someone who has a very interesting product for your grill. He's here to talk about it tonight. Let's go ahead and race over to the hotline and bring up the president and owner of GrillGrate.com. It's Brad Barrett joining us here on the show. Brad, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, Greg. How are you tonight?
I'm doing absolutely fabulous, Brad, and I appreciate you joining me from the road, just so the Centralites know that's kind of what we're hearing in the background. But I definitely wanted to get this done after last week's internet debacle, which we can never count on. But look, when you're doing internet radio and you don't have the internet, you're kind of in a bad situation. So I appreciate you making time out for me tonight. For the people that don't know you, Brad, and before we get into the product, maybe a little brief background about yourself, and has grilling kind of always been a passion of yours?
Yes, it has. I've always been a griller. I've been grilling for 30 years, but I have to admit I am new to the grill industry. I'm a marketing guy. I'm a product guy. I've done some other new products in the past, so this kind of brought me into the grilling industry. And I got to tell you, after being in a lot of other businesses, there's nothing like the grill business. This is a fabulous industry.
Brad Barrett joining us here on the show. So let's go ahead and talk about GrillGrate.com, Brad. Is this product something that you created? Have you taken it on? As you said, you're a marketing guy and wanted to run with it. How does it kind of come to be?
Well, it came to be, like I said, I'm in new product development. I was working on a variety of things, working for a fairly large firm. This design was in there. He bought a company, and then I was looking for new products and other things. And this was sitting on the shelf. It was designed originally for an electric grill. Didn't have the holes in it, didn't have quite the same design, didn't have the handle or the tool. So, but the fella said, you ought to try this on your grill. It works marvelous. So I took it home, played around with it on my grill, and fell in love with it. But it didn't fit this fella's mix, but I couldn't let go of it. So eventually I acquired the rights, and he helped me start the business, and off I went.
If you haven't seen it, by the way, go ahead on over to the website, GrillGrate.com. So is it possible, Brad, for you to kind of paint us a mental picture? What are the key benefits? And are these, for the folks that are listening tonight that wonder why they would want to add this to an existing GrillGrate, kind of give us some of the unique selling features in your opinion.
Sure. Well, you got to start off with what does the grill do. Really, right now, the grate has been probably the least innovative part of a grill. A lot of times been on the fuel source and the variety of configurations, but the grate itself is just a platform to hold the food. The more I dug into this product, I realized how additive it was and how it actually grills food better. It makes it easier to do, certain types of things with your grill. So it's really a whole different design that, quite frankly, does a whole lot better job. And laying on top is kind of a plus, because there's a lot of grills out there, so it's sort of a way to turbocharge your grill just by upgrading your grate, so to speak.
All right, so how does it work exactly? You're putting it on your existing grill grate, but what makes it unique in your estimation from using just a regular grill grate?
And that's a very fair question. It really is. Think about, first of all, it's three-dimensional. So if you take a cross-section of the thing, it sits about 1.5 inches, well, almost an inch high, and it's got raised rails, it's big ribs that sit over a valley of holes. So there's a top and a bottom to it. The top was what your food sits on, the raised rail. But the bottom of valleys kind of provides some protection from below, but it also was where things sizzle. So the juices just don't drip away into the fire pit. They drip down into the plate, and they actually steam and sizzle back into the food. So it's a three-dimensional cross-section that sears on the top and sizzles and steams down below. So it really does quite a bit more than your average grate.
Brad Barrett joining us here on the show. GrillGrate is his product, and GrillGrate.com is the website. Brad, I would imagine, at least when I had first heard of the idea and actually got around to looking at it, I immediately thought a gas grill for sure. Is this something that can also go on a charcoal grill?
Absolutely. In fact, really all the development work I did was on a Weber. I'd burned up over a year fooling around with this product. It gave me a lot more confidence to be more aggressive with the grill. I do less indirect grilling, so from a coal standpoint, it's fabulous. In fact, a lot of our customers are these big comp teams who use these catering grills, a lot of them are charcoal, and they run so hard. They're not that easy to manage, especially in open air environments. And the grates provide a whole level of protection against flare up and a lot more uniformity in terms of heat control as well. Great for charcoal. In fact, the ultimate testimony, I guess, Greg, would be we've been very successful with the Green Egg and a lot of the other ceramic cookers. And our grate system has been widely accepted by, that gang, and you know how rabid they are. So,
absolutely. I mean,
give you an idea.
You had mentioned caterers. Is this something that you could see also going into some higher-end steakhouses or just restaurant in general, the food service industry?
Absolutely. I wish I had four hands right now. Yes. I mean, the restaurant market's one of the over-the-hill markets. We are in a handful of barbecue restaurants because there's an overlap. Obviously a lot of these comp teams have their own restaurants and catering businesses, so that's kind of where we're going. But we've got some five-star chefs. I've got a guy grilling foie gras on it out in the desert in California. So the restaurant market is there. It's just not there this year, really, for us.
All right, so what's the product made out of, Brad?
Good question. We're really kind of bucking a trend here. It's an aluminum product. It's hard anodized, so we're doing a military hard coat once the product has been made. But the aluminum is a much more conductive alloy. Granted, it's more expensive. That's why you don't see it on grills more often. You mostly just see cast iron, maybe a porcelain coating, so really to protect against rust. But the aluminum is extraordinarily more conductive, more unifying in heat. In fact, heat sinks in traditional engines, other kinds of equipment, are made out of aluminum and look fairly similar to our design. They actually telegraph and transmit heat much better.
So it's the hard anodized aluminum, and we are talking with Brad Baird from Grill Grate. GrillGrate.com, by the way, is the website if you want to check it out. Let me see here, Brad. Now, let me ask you this question, because I've been having a couple people here on the instant chat asking me about, special cut sizes and all that stuff. But, just for the people even that have, 2 or 3 different grills on their side, how do you go about figuring a package for yourself for your existing grill, and maybe give us some price points as well?
Gotcha, sure. Good question. Our standard size grate is 13 3/4 inch long. We came up with that for a lot of reasons. First of all, it fits a standard sink as well. But the 13 3/4 does, I would say, the majority of the grills very well. 3 of them fit on a Weber, the Weber kettle, that is. 4 or 5 of them, I have 5 of them on my big charbroil. We sell them in kits of 2, and then you can add extra panels. They're all 5 1/4 inch wide, and they interlock. So as you put them together, they form a continuous surface. So we sell them in kits of 2, 3, and 4. And we just started making custom sizes, as you mentioned. We now make them for the Big Green Egg. Those sell for about $75, and it's 3 panels that have been cut on the corners so it fits perfectly in the egg. We also now make them for the Weber kettle, where they're beautifully radiused. It's a gorgeous-looking set. They're about $100 that fit on the Weber kettle. So our prices range from really $50 as an opening price point for a couple of panels. And we need to mention that they all come with that tool. The great tool is a fork, and if you picture 4 fingers that can reach down beneath the rails, it's a fabulous device for lifting and turning foods and much better handling on the grill, too. And that's an integral part of the Grill Grate system, is the tool that comes with it.
All right, so we're starting around $50 here. Life expectancy and maintenance. If you get a pair or you get 3 or 4, whatever the case may be for your particular cooker, what needs to be done? Anything prior, and then of course, after cooks, and to keep these things nice and honed up to par.
Good question. Actually, maintenance is less is more in the beginning because they'll season like a cast iron skillet. So I really try to tell folks just to let them blacken and brown in, and over time, notice that they brush is easily clean on the rails. So the rest of the grate will be kind of black and seared itself in. They'll last a lifetime. They'll probably last longer than your grill. They won't rust, and the hard anodizing makes the surface twice as hard as stainless steel. So they're hard to scratch. We've had them in restaurants going 7, 12-hour shifts, and daily, and working just great. So I think that the longevity of them is going to be surprising to people. I've had several sets on my grill now for over 2 years, and I'm using them 3 or 4 times a week. I clean them once in a while in the sink, but there's very, very little care other than just brushing them during warm-up.
Do you need to use a special kind of brush, or can you get after it with a stainless steel or a brass brush? It doesn't matter.
Really, any brush, even those grill pads, with the plastic handles, work pretty darn well. I should also point out that tool, the four-fingered spatula, also really doubles as a shovel device. So as you do get debris building up in the valleys, down in the bottom of our grates, all you do is just shovel it out by pushing that tool down the valley, so you can keep the bottoms clean with the four-fingered tool. Because you'll build up some debris, especially if you do a whole bunch of chicken, start to get some buildup of the grease. You can just push it right out with the tool.
Brad Barrett joining us here from Grill Grate, and again, that website, grillgrate.com. Brad, got to ask you this, because there obviously is a competing product out there, and we're not looking to badmouth anybody, of course, but if you could kind of point out, I guess, the main differences. I'm going to guess one is obviously the material that yours is made out, but ManGrate also makes a similar type product. I mean, is it room enough for the market for both you guys, or are there specific selling points that you'd like to point out over ManGrate?
Well, I think, quite frankly, there's several different grate systems. I think you're seeing now the category heating up. Weber just brought out a brand new system, a gourmet grilling system. There's a guy out of Germany bringing out something specifically for the Weber. So there is actually a fair amount of attention right now on the grates themselves, because I think people are realizing that, A, they're the first part to go. They can wear out very quickly and make your grilling experience not so swift. So now the ManGrate you're referencing is basically a cast iron product. It's actually a repurposed kind of a restaurant grate. So it has some of the features, but the alloy is a big difference. Our valley system is different. We are coming with the tool. So there's quite a bit of difference between the products. But I see the category growing really rapidly now, because I think a lot of people are seeing that, especially as people get more and more into their grilling, just saying, how can I get better at this, it just makes a huge difference. The grate system, I think, you're going to find is one of the biggest ways to improve your grill experience.
I absolutely agree. Brad, before I let you go here in just about a minute or so, any new products that you're working on, or anything you might want to just kind of either secretly promote or leak or give me a scoop on here tonight?
Well, we are. In fact, I'm bringing out an 18.5-inch. In fact, tomorrow we have a film session set up, and we're going to be doing a pretty good launch on great moments in grilling, but we're going to be launching an 18.5-inch size to cut to fit a lot of these charbroil and other gas grills. And there is a significant next generation product, but I can't really discuss it at this point. But it's not in the use that we're selling it to now. So there is quite a bit of innovation opportunity out there. So I appreciate you asking, and you'll see a lot of new product from us over the next couple of weeks as we get geared up for the spring of 2011. We're really looking forward to this year.
All right, so the good news is we have more interviews in store as new products are being released by the good folks over at Grill Grate. Brad, I appreciate you making time, and again, moving back from last week and doing this on the road. A great insight on the product itself, and continued success.
Greg, I appreciate you having me on, and thank you for your show.
All right, take care. There he is, Brad Barrett. Grillgrate.com is the website. I actually just got my hands on a pair of ManGrates, so I'm going to test those out and see. But as he had mentioned, the Valley system, and there's holes and stuff that are in the Grill Grate that are not in the ManGrate, so I'm at least interested to see what the ManGrate's like, and I'm going to buy up some Grill Grates and maybe do like a head-to-head type Jones. That'd be awesome. With video. Yeah, video. Video's where it's at these days. Forget about this internet radio fad. Anyway, grillgrate.com is the website. Brad Barrett, that was him, so check it out. We're going to step away. We're going to come back with a regular guest, Scott Roberts, my rub and sauce expert reviewer. That was French for sauce and rub reviewer. Best of 2010 rubs and sauces. So stick around for that. 877-448-0433. Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker, Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tall Boy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
Get in the smoke. Call 877-448-0433 to get on the air. Now, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
32 past the hour. This is the Barbecue Central radio show, and this portion brought to you by the great folks over at the Barbecue Guru. Runners up at the Jack Daniels World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off this past year, by the way, if you need them. They have automatic pit temperature control devices. They're the creators, for crying out loud. Also, a host of other products that make your barbecue and grilling life easier. 2 ways to find them, toll-free on the hotline. 800-288-GURU, that's G-U-R-U, or on the interwebs, thebbqguru.com. It's the good folks over at the Barbecue Guru. Don G, I will not be grabbing a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Get that big stuff out of here.
Do you see me wearing a skirt? No. Sorry. Also, before we get to my main man, Scott Roberts, I have to give a special mention to a big fan of the show. He is in Central Asia right now, 7-hour time difference. So what else would I be doing at 4 a.m? Enjoying the show very much, baby. Yeah. Perhaps you know Special Agent Brian Dodd. Are you freaking kidding me, Brian? Listening all the way over in Central Asia. What are you doing? Hunting down more drug cartelians to make Nat Geo shows on, man? Thanks for whatever you're doing over there, because I sure know as hell I don't want to do it. Unless you're doing like balut egg shots in the street, right? Is that what they do? Balut egg shots in the street? I don't know. All right, look, as promised, joining me now to review 2010 What's Great and What's Not is my buddy and yours, the owner of ScottRobertsWeb.com, Scott Roberts. Scott, Happy New Year. How are you, buddy?
Great. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Doing very well, Scott. Thanks for asking. And it's nice to know we have a listener in Central Asia getting ready to hear Scott Roberts' 2010 The Best of Rubs and Sauces. So,
well, hello there in Central Asia.
Yeah, what's happening? I believe that's called Nip Nip Ting Tong Tong. So here we go. We have the Best of Scott Roberts Rub 2010 sauce and rub. Where do you want to start at?
Let's start with the rubs and seasonings first.
All right.
I didn't put these in any particular order. I just kind of gave my top 5. I guess there was one I guess I should end with that I definitely classified as my very favorite rub. Let's just start at the bottom.
All right.
Among the top 5 was the Christopher Creek Pork Rub, which is available at cabinchili.com. That spells CHILI.com. Just a all-around great rub. It excels on pork. There's a little bit of a cayenne heat to it. If you can stand that, it's just an all-around winner. Comes in a 3.25-ounce shaker for $5.95. It's definitely worth it. Next would be Benito's Maple Chipotle Vermont Rib Rub. Wow. Another one of those long names.
Right.
This one's a little pricey. It's $8 plus I think $5 for shipping. Available at benitoshotsauce.com. Now this one is a little off the beaten path. You get a lot of the heat from the chipotle, nice smoky flavor, and of course the sweetness from the maple. There's not a whole lot of saltiness or savoriness. So if you're wanting something just a little odd, something a little peculiar, in a good way, of course, right, with ribs or just about any kind of barbecue, you'll definitely want to check this out. A little pricey. It's not something that you'd probably want to use a lot, but just experiment with just for flavor. Definitely check that one out. Okay, and next we have Jack's Old South Hickory Rub. One of my favorites of the year, of course. Myron Mixon's jacksoldsouth.com. It's available. It's a very good deal if you get a 16-ounce shaker. It's only $11. Terrific smoky flavor and just really great balance of other components in there. It excels on just about any kind of meat that you'd want to put this on. Okay, next would be the Pork Barrel Barbecue All-American Spice Rub, available at porkbarrelbbq.com. This one's a little salty, but after you leave your meat, especially the pork, on the smoker for a while, it melts into the bark and just makes an all-around terrific flavor. This one is available in a 4.5-ounce jar for $5.99 plus shipping. And I would say my very favorite rubber seasoning of 2010 would have to be...
Wait. Scott, hold on a second.
Yes.
I have to say, I've never tried what your number one is going to be, but I have tried the number two, the Pork Barrel Barbecue All-American Spice Rub. And I have to say, in 2010, one of my all-time favorite finds. It's one of my go-to rubs now, so I completely agree this had to be on the top 5 list.
Oh, yeah, great stuff.
All right, now hold on. Here we go. Number one.
Okay, again, the Heartbreaking Dawn's Memphis Belle BBQ Blend. I had named Heartbreaking Dawn's my favorite new manufacturer of the year 2010. I mean, they do hot sauces, they do spicy brownies, they do grilling sauces, they do rubs and seasonings. They do everything well. Brand new company based out of upstate New York. Anyway, this particular seasoning is just a great blend of sweet and salty and savory with a tiny bit of heat. But it just has that all around, I guess, that utility. You could use it on just about anything, not even just barbecue. Sprinkle some on your vegetables. Sprinkle some on a baked potato. It works just as well. And that one is available at heartbreakingdawns.com in a 9-ounce sifter container, which will cost you $9.50 plus shipping.
All right, so I remember you talking very highly of that one when we went over it the first time. Those are the rubs that make Scott Roberts' top 5 rubs for 2010, and we segue over to the sauces, and let's start again from the bottom. Okay.
This one is made by a new company, the chilifarm.com, and chili in this case is Chile, all these weird spellings, farm.com. But the actual sauce is called the Brothers Tangy Original BBQ sauce. They have 3 different variations of their barbecue sauce. This one was my favorite. A nice natural sweet, tangy flavor. Nothing that really jumps out on its own, which means it complements the flavor of the meat very, very well. And in a lot of cases, that's what you want. Of course, get the actual smokiness of the meat to come through and maybe some of the rubber seasoning.
Right.
And the sauce will just complement it. Like I said, this is available at thechilifarm.com. You can get a 16-ounce bottle for $6.99 plus shipping. My next one is the Oddball from this year. And let me take a breath here while I say the big long name. At Silver Dollar City 50th Anniversary Honey Blackberry BBQ Sauce.
Wow, good job.
And I had already reviewed this on one of your past shows.
Yep.
It's only available at the amusement park, Silver Dollar City, down by Branson, Missouri. It's very cheap. You can get an 18-ounce bottle for about $2 down there. So if you live anywhere around Missouri or Oklahoma or Kansas and you're visiting that Silver Dollar City amusement park, definitely go into a gift shop and buy this. It's an odd, fruity blackberry taste. But if you're looking for something off the beaten path in a sauce, this will definitely fit the bill. Then the next sauce is Head's Red BBQ Sauce, available at headsredbbq.com. There's really not a whole lot to say about this other than it's just lip-smacking good. It just has a nice savory, sweet, just an all-around terrific taste that I think actually works best on brisket, of all things. I'm not a huge brisket fan myself. If you had to put a gun in my head and I had to pick out a favorite, barbecue meat, it would be pork. but it's great on brisket. It's a very good deal. You can pick up a 16-ounce bottle of this for $5.99. Next on my list is not a barbecue sauce per se, but I had to add this in here because there are, I guess, barbecue similarities to barbecue sauce. Mm-hmm. And this one is called the Blues BBQ Chipotle Mustard Pepper Sauce. And this tied for first place as my favorite hot sauce of 2010. Right. It's not extremely hot, though. And but like the name implies, it does have some mustard taste to it. It has a little bit of pepper taste, a little bit of chipotle, a little bit of barbecue. But I'd say it's an all-around good table sauce. So not only on finished barbecue is it good on, but just about anything else. But I do have to recommend the sauce, and I did have to put it on this list. And I gave it like a 10 out of 10, a Grand Champion rating.
I remember that.
Way back.
That was way back. That was like one of the first sauces you've ever done.
Yeah. And this one is available at bluesbbq.net, and you can get a 5-ounce bottle for $7.95.
All right.
Now let's have the drum roll. My favorite barbecue sauce of 2010 would be Pork Barrel Sweet.
All right, man. Pork Barrel coming up huge, a number 2 on rub and a number 1 in sauce.
Oh, they did really, really good with this one. I think, I don't have the ingredients list in front of me, they might have a little bit of liquid smoke in this. I'm not a huge fan of it, just in case it is. But the flavors are balanced extremely well in this. It's really good for a rich, almost Kansas City style sweet barbecue sauce. So if that's what you're looking for, this is phenomenal. You can get this at porkbarrelbbq.com in a 12-ounce bottle for $5.49 plus shipping.
All right, and that's our sauces top 5. That's our rubs top 5. Before I let you go, Scott, anything new happening over at scottrobertsweb.com on the chili side, or anything else you'd like to share or promote?
I am going to be at ZestFest down at Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas at the end of this month, January 28th through the 30th. It's a big fiery foods, hot sauce show down there, a big barbecue contingent down there. I know D-Dogs is going to have a booth down there. But I'll be there all 3 days, just checking out the various products from the vendors. And if anyone happens to see me, feel free to say hi.
Are you going to be doing bottle shots of like million Scoville unit hot sauce extract stuff?
Of course.
Of course. That's right. That's why you're a man, baby. Scott Roberts. All right. That was Scott Roberts. He is talking about his top 5 sauces and rubs from last year, and we will get cracking on a list for 2011. We'll do that starting next month. Scott, already appreciate the time.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Greg.
All right. Take care. There he is, Scott Roberts. Love that guy. The better him burning his mouth out than me. That's what I always say. Forget about it. I'm not that kind of guy. You can get his list at scottrobertsweb.com. You can also follow Scott on the Twitter at Scott Roberts. Very simple. You can find him on Facebook, too. I believe it was like facebook.com/Scott Roberts or something like that. Just search Scott Roberts for crying out loud. He's all over. Just go on his website, friend him up, follow him, do whatever you want. He loves it all. He's very creepy like that. He's creepy, baby. He's creepy, baby. Stick around for the 4-segment free-for-all. Call in 877-448-0433. Stick around.
Forget going from site to site to get all of your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at fredsmusicandbarbecue.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries all the parts and accessories for the Big Green Egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Fred's is the pellet grill superstore with grills in stock from Traeger, Green Mountain, and Country Smokers from Louisiana Grills. Fred's also carries smokers from Cook Shack, Bradley, and Weber, as well as a full line of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new smoker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue or grilling experience a success. Fred is also the creator and distributor of Tasty Licks barbecue products, including their great line of rubs, spices, and sauces. You gotta try them. And you can also get your hands on a full lineup of marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools from Stephen Reichlin of Barbecue U fame. Check out Fred on the web at fredsmusicandbarbecue.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful Shillington, PA.
Introducing Cosmos Q. Cosmos Q injections and marinades use only the finest ingredients, and they mix easily, never clotting or caking. From our beef injection to our pork injection, you're guaranteed to wow your friends, family, and judges. And don't forget to check out our Cosmos Chicken Soak for that moist and tender chicken you're gonna love.
And don't forget about Cosmo's new pork soak and rubs.
You can find us at cosmosq.com and select retailers across the nation. For quality injections, marinades, and rubs, it's Cosmos Q.
Big name interviews, advice on cooking brisket and ribs, and the only host willing to share his honest opinion on all things important in the world of barbecue. It's the Barbecue Central Show.
12 minutes at the top of the hour. That's right. It's 9. What the hell time is it? 9:48. Coming up next hour, Fred Bernardo of Fred's Music and BBQ.com. Also, the Wizard of Woz 2010 KCBS Team of the Year, newly crowned Mike Wozniak will join me as well. Holy crap-oly. It's going to be a smoking hot second hour. So stay tuned for that. 877-448-0433 is the number to call in for the 4-segment free-for-all. Also, Greg at the bbqcentralshow.com. If you want to weigh in, you can do it if you want. And we're going to go play the 4-segment free-for-all. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, everybody. Harry Carey here. I'm very excited to be here tonight on a Tuesday. Always happy to be here with the crowd, with the Centralites, enjoying fun and succulent stuff. But let's get right to the game. Let's go ahead. We'll go to area code 816, name and where you're calling from.
Joel in Kansas City.
Hey, Joel, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great.
All right. Joel, would you like to play the game?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Joel, I'm going to tell you right now we have a great prize tonight in case you didn't know what you were going to be winning. Darian from Cosmos Q has offered up a complete taste test prize pack of all of his rubs and soaks. Can you believe it, Joel?
I cannot believe it.
All right, Joel, so let's go ahead and play the game. Do you want barbecue questions or not barbecue questions?
Let's go barbecue questions.
All right, barbecue questions it is, Joel. Earlier in the program, Joel, Greg was interviewing a man that made a very cool accessory for your grill. Can you name the company?
Grillgreat.com.
Grillgreat.com is exactly correct. Very good, Joel. You are 1 for 1. Second question, Joel. Here we go. Name the best-selling charcoal in the world.
Kingsford.
Kingsford it is. Joel, you're very smart. I can tell by your voice. You're 2 for 2, just like Andre Dawson was in the World Series of 1978. Okay.
That was a great game.
I love that. That was my favorite game ever, Joel. Okay, next question, and this is your third question. If you get this right, you get the Cosmos Q prize. Joel, are you excited?
Oh, you know I am.
I know you are too, Joel. Okay. Third question. Here we go. Can you name the most recent KCBS Team of the Year? Just crowned this past weekend.
Well, if memory serves, he would be coming on in the next segment with you, and that would be Q-Owl.
And that's right, Joel. You're very smart. You're obviously very handsome. I can tell in your voice. And you've won the Cosmos Q all-inclusive soaks and rubs injection pack. It's soaks and injections and soak pack. I can't even talk right. Joel, all you need to do is send me your shipping info via email, and you can send it to Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com.
Okay.
All right, thanks for calling in tonight, Joel.
Thank you.
Beat it. Looks like Fred Bernardo's calling in. He can't wait. I'm debating whether or not I want to pick him up and make him play the 4-segment free-for-all. Let's see. Heads or tails, guys? Should I pick him up or not? All right, here we go. 4-segment free-for-all. Who's this?
Greg. Fred Bernardo.
Fred, this is Harry Carey. Hey. Fred, do you want to play the game?
Sure.
All right, Fred. 3 questions for your chance to win fun and succulent prizes. Do you want barbecue questions or sports questions?
Barbecue.
Fred, name the longest running sponsor on the show.
Fred's Music and Barbecue Supply.
Well, that's right.
Listening.
Fred's Music is right. Second question, Fred, for your chance to win fun and succulent prizes here. Fred's Music and Barbecue happens to be one of the largest distributors of this great ceramic-type cooker. Can you name it?
The Big Green Egg.
The Big Green Egg is right. You are 2 for 2, Fred. You're obviously a very smart individual. That cannot be denied. We go in for your third question for your chance to win fun prizes for free. Fred, are you excited?
I'm getting pretty excited.
I know I am, too. All right, Fred, third question. Name the creator of Tasty Licks barbecue seasoning.
Well, that would be me, Fred Bernardo.
That's right. Trick question there, Fred. I thought I'd get you on a very easy.
You almost got me on that one.
That's right. I figured it would be 50-50 if you were going to get it. Fred, you've won some seriously great prizes for your chance. You can choose whatever you'd like, of course. We have frog mats for you to choose from. We have some wild game rub from Barbecue Hooks. We have some wine-infused oak wood products from Greenleaf Barbecue. Anything you would like.
I think I'd like to try those wine-infused products, whatever they are, as long as they got wine in them.
Yeah, it's been wine-infused, so you know there's wine in it. It's going to be great stuff. Fred, all you need to do is send me your shipping info at greg@thebbqcentralshow.com, and we'll get you hooked right up.
You got it.
All right, Fred, we'll be talking in about 10 minutes from now.
Right, ignore my previous email.
Okay.
I'm here.
I'll talk to you.
Yep.
Bye. There he is. It's Fred Bernardo. Just call again. Okay. Well, that wasn't horrifically awkward, was it? Uh-oh. I don't know, maybe it was. Well, I must say, he's very smart. That's good. He knows all of his stuff. He knows who made what. He knows what he sells. I'm sorry, but it comes, it's like you got to know your products in order to sell it. All right, we still have some stuff to give away if you want to jump in. 877-448. Oh, you see me there? 0433. Somebody's got to do a better job of getting this picture in a better place because I can't see a goddamn thing. Oh, my. Wait a second. What if I do this? Pay no attention to those hands behind the face. I can't see a damn thing. There we go. If I go this way. All right, how we doing? Oh, pay no attention behind that. All right. Clint, thanks for joining us tonight. Area code 913, name and where you're calling from.
It's Dave in Kansas City.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, Dave. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Dave, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Dave,
how are you?
Dave, I'm going to win this game, of course.
I know.
And I'd like to say that I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks, Harry.
All right, Dave, would you like to play the game?
Sure.
All right, barbecue questions or sports questions?
Barbecue.
All right, Dave, here we go. First question. There was a grill made that looked like the Big Green Egg, but was made of steel. Can you name it?
The Bubba Keg?
The Bubba Keg is right, Dave. Very good. All right, Dave, next question. This is not briquette charcoal and is very popular amongst grillers and barbecuers alike. Can you name it?
A lump?
Lump charcoal it is. Dale, you're on your way to winning a free prize. Dale, are you excited?
Yes, I am.
All right. Here we go. Third question for your chance to win a great prize. My first guest, Greg Rempe's next guest coming up in the second hour during After Dark is going to be what longtime sponsor of the show?
Fred Bernardo, Fred's Music and Barbecue in beautiful downtown Shillington. Hey.
Oh, my God. Get this man a job. Get him some voice stuff. He's going to be doing commercials for the show here. You've won a free prize. I believe we have some frog mats left over. We have some wild game rub from the good folks over at BBQ Hooks. We also have some Santa Maria style barbecue seasoning from El Capitan. What would you like?
I think I'll try the frog mats.
The frog mats. Okay, so David, you do have a offset cooker, right?
Yeah, I do have one.
All right, so all you need to do is send me the great size for that, and we'll get you hooked up with a frog mat, all right?
Okay.
All right, send it to Greg at thebbqcentralshow.com.
All right, thanks, Eric.
Thanks for calling in tonight, Dave.
All right.
There he is, Dave. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. I'll see you next week. Thanks for having me. All right. Looks like a successful After Dark segment. Big winners. Rumor has it that a sponsor actually took part in the show. Outstanding. Love it. Love it. Gotta queue up this bad boy. Yep. And there we go. All right. Let me thank my guest from the first hour. That was Brad Barrett from Grill Great. GrillGreat.com is the website. Also, Scott Roberts joined me. ScottRobertsWeb.com with his best sauce and rub of 2010, the top 5. And thanks to everybody that called in for the Force segment free-for-all. We're going to step away. We'll come back with Fred Bernardo here in just a few minutes. And then Mike Wozniak from QOW, the newest KCBS Team of the Year for 2010. Lots to get to. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Radio Show.